Hello, welcome back to my channel and to another reaction video. This time, checking out the honest trailers for 28 days slash weeks later. Yeah, 28 years later. It's just around the corner. I've yet to see it, but I don't know. I'm little conflicted. Should I go watch it in the theaters or wait till it comes out and do a reaction? But yeah, still, it'll be interesting to see what the folks at Screen Junkins think about the uh, to that game before. So here we are. Remember to like and subscribe.
By now, you've seen sad zoms, rom zoms, rob zoms, and zomcoms. Really, every genre has been zombified at this point.
Yeah.
Draw the nipples, Jimmy.
But back in '02, no one had ever seen a zombie do this. Don't bother adjusting the quality. Life was in 480p back then. 28 days, and also weeks later. In a world that seems angry enough already, scientists develop Rage, a virus that turns you into Conan O'Brien on Hot Ones.
Come on, man, are we doing this or not?
Yeah, no, I'm with
Are we doing it or not?
Now, London is filled with more angry vomiting men than after a Chelsea loss.
Lot of fun.
And into this hellscape awakens Jim. Good God, man, someone get him some pants. This bike messenger slept through all the expensive-to-film parts of the apocalypse, but wakes up just in time to wander around for an hour like a kid who got separated from his parents.
Hello? 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 Hello?
That was a
They
great
didn't
scene.
use CGI for any of these empty shots. They just told people Katy Perry was about to perform. Joining Team Jim is Selena
I think it was
and
filmed in the
Mark.
early morning hours when we were still sleeping.
Joining Team Jim is Selena, a survivor who's so grim and traumatized, it takes her hours to realize how cute Cillian Murphy is. Together, they'll embark on a road trip with Frank and Hannah, who are as kind as they are in denial. So, British? And they'll all take a pleasant mid-movie drive that eases the tension long enough for you to think, is about to get real bad, isn't it?
Yep.
We're gonna find a nice little place. Just
And
shoot
fucking
me.
soldiers.
Yep. They're bound for Manchester, where a radio broadcast promises safety, security, force breeding, and the cure for infection. But when they arrive, it's run by guys who take the future as female a bit too literally.
I promised them women, because women mean a future.
In an exploration of the never-before-explored idea that the real monsters might be, wait for it, man. And also the red-eyed ghouls who want to barf blood in your mouth. But mostly man. Then stay tuned for the high-octane sequel about how our pandemic response doomed the world. Because we got cocky and thought we didn't have to listen to scientists. Can you imagine?
What if it comes back?
It won't come back.
What if it does?
After the initial outbreak, the UK has become the 51st state.
The U.S. Army is responsible for your safety.
And our only hope is that Idris Elba sticks around long enough before he's snatched up by a zombie, or even more likely, takes a role in a much worse movie.
Oh.
This is Don. Say hello to Don's little friend. A family man who would probably have ditched his wife in a traffic jam, but a zombie apocalypse will do. Then lies about it to everyone.
What happened, Dad? To Mum?
Setting up one of those sequels where they cram kids into the cast to screw things up.
No one told me that we're now admitting children.
And when these plucky morons leave the safety of safe zone,
Exactly.
they'll summon a wave of British rage monsters faster than posting Brie Larson should be the next Bond. They're still fast. They're still strong. And they still don't so much as eat you as bat you around like a house cat with a nearly dead bird. So gather the whole family for a couple of huge downers.
Dad. He's one of them.
Yeah, this movie was
Do you think
really,
Mum's still alive?
really
Not
depressing.
this time.
Everyone
Dad?
died and yeah, the virus did get out.
In these Zomdrams about the collapse of England, and only England. That explores the impulse to survive
Ooh,
at
that
all
was
costs, and paints us as the same irredeemable we've always been.
We found your kids.
Oh, thank God, thank you so much.
We found your wife, too.
Uh-oh.
But hey, I mean, at least the French are okay?
Oh no.
Well, Murd. Starring Oppenheimer, Runny Penny, literal Mad-Eye Moody.
Need to go back to
8
that.
simple rules for biting my teenage daughter. Doctor Hoorah. Brain spotting. The Meal Housewives of Great Britain. Burn after feeding. Mayor of Killstown. Get to the chopper, come on! The Poot of all evil. Horrific Rim. Loud jump scares.
There were some great jump scares in this movie.
Me after every third scene in Oppenheimer.
You think I don't get it, but I do get it.
The pilot episode of The Walking Dead.
I mean, this came first, then. I'm pretty sure 28 Days Later is also based on a comic book.
Were you bitten?
Could be wrong.
Were you bitten?
What kind of wound? You tell me, or I will kill you.
And the future Disney wants.
You'll never read a book that hasn't already been written, or see a film that hasn't already been shot.
Rabies Day Out. If I had a Pepsi every time a fast-moving zombie film shoehorned in a Pepsi, I'd have 2 crisp, refreshing Pepsis.
World War Z is another great zombie flick.
Punishments will continue until morale.
Now back to the casting. There was the Moneypenny one. I just realized, yeah, that is the same actors that played Moneypenny in the Daniel Craig Bond movies. Damn it! I should have. I've seen them. I've seen all Bond movies, but yeah, in the Daniel Craig Bond movies, I recognized the lady, but I couldn't put my finger where. But yeah, this 28 Days Later. That's where I know it from. And yeah. They all stick with waking up in a hospital from a coma into a zombie apocalypse. I mean, I saw this way before I saw The Walking Dead, so I knew Walking Dead stole that from this. And I'm not sure when exactly did the Walking Dead comics come from. Started coming out. Did they start before 28 Days Later? But also, I think 28 Days Later is based on a comic. I could be wrong. I could be thinking about some other zombie comic, but I suppose I could look it up. Okay, quick Google search. There is a 28 Days Later comic book series, but it came after. So, okay, I misremembered. I do apologize. But yeah, back to the honest trailers. This was a great deal of fun. Honestly, just makes me want to watch them again before gonna see 28 years later. But no, I think I'm gonna wait and until the movie comes out and react to it. That'd be fun. Now, regarding 28 Days Later, I believe there are two endings to that movie. There is the happy ending where they are living on the countryside, where they're discovered by that flying jet that eventually sends them on a helicopter to come and rescue them. But then there is the sad ending where Jim dies at the hospital and Selena and the girl leave the hospital broken hearted. But I've heard rumors that they were planning on bringing Jim back into the main movies now. I have not seen 28 Years Later, but I feel like if they had brought him back there, I would have heard I did heard the rumors, but I've not heard spoilers that that's in fact the case. So, but I do think the happy ending is the official canon event, and yeah, I mean it's much better ending if you ask me. Yeah, and 28 Weeks Later. Now that is one depressing movie. Everyone dies rather horrifically. Mostly Jeremy Renner's character gets burned by those flamethrower dudes, and it kind of came out of nowhere. I was first time seeing that movie. I wasn't expecting, and I was in deep shock after that. And yeah, what's her name? The military lady, that the scientist who tried to warn everyone. Her death was also quite shocking, but yeah, Robert Carlyle did a fantastic job as the dad. Kind of a dick. I mean, he did leave his wife and the other child in the beginning of the movie, but on one hand, you kind of understand, panic and adrenaline kicks in. He just started running, and yeah, he did lie about it. Well, he kind of told the truth, but then I don't know exactly how that scene went, but yeah, it was great. He did great in the movie. Idris Elba was the when 28 Weeks Later came, I don't think Idris Elba was quite the star he would later become. His character was, your typical military leader, no bullshit, bit of an asshole. He just went straight to just kill everyone. And well, as we see at the very end, the infected were in Paris. So he failed, and he kind of disappeared after the first half of the movie. But again, Idris Elba wasn't the biggest star back then. I mean, I know neither was Jeremy Renner or what's her name. And all because those stupid kids wouldn't listen to. I mean, they didn't bring them. Well, they did have a run-in with their mom who was infected, but yeah. And I like that they called it out that no one listens to the scientist. They could have avoided, and yeah, the mom could have been used as she was immune. They could have developed the vaccine or some shit. But yeah, the dumbest scene in the 28 Weeks Later is the fact that the wife's in quarantine, but somehow the husband, Robert Carlyle's character, had access to her, and yeah, the movie needed to happen. And I mean, 28 Days Later is much better movie than Weeks Later, though Weeks Later is also a fun zombie movie. And I don't think these are officially I don't think these are technically zombie movies. They're infected movies where the infected eventually will starve out. I'm honestly really interested to see how they'll spin the story in 28 years later, because by that time all the infected should have starved to death. So interested to see what kind of, I don't know, I'm assuming the virus mutates and shit happens. Yeah, the starring section was usually in Honest Trailers, the starring section is the one I'm most looking forward to, and it's usually hit or miss, but here it very much. I understood most references, and they were honestly really funny. But yeah, what do you guys think? Write your thoughts down below. Then subscribe, comment, like, subscribe if you want to know more in another video.